Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello Libra, welcome to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching the content that I create with these readings. So there is an energy about at the moment, and it's really hot in this room at the moment. So I'm feeling like there's probably a lot of healing energy around some of yous at the moment for one reason or another. It may not necessarily be for you. It may be like for you in the sense that it's for somebody else that's that is around you. But it's definitely really hot, and it's not just the lights that are shining towards me at the moment and on this over my desk. So but there's something definitely moving, and I feel like there's a process that's happening this week for you. So today is the Wednesday the 9th of March that I am doing this reading, so it's the day after the full moon energy yesterday, and it's really interesting because there have been some big shifts and some little shifts and some really quiet shifts. When I say big shifts and little shifts, there's like quietly underlying shifts for some in some ways that Spirit are talking about, and even with myself, and but it's like there's definitely something moving and letting go, releasing with this energy that is probably being pushed out of you or pulled out, extracted from you, that you're not actually fully realizing at the moment. So anyway, these are the Moonology deck cards that I'm using at the moment, that I'm beginning with. The next deck is Archangel Michael. So anyway, I'll just go back to my normal spiel. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do that right now. Please leave a thumbs up or a comment. That would be awesome, just to see how it resonates with you. That's how it will help let me know that it resonates with you, the content that I'm doing. Also, what I'm hearing is also sharing too, that I am available for readings and or healings if you want to book in for one. My description, my details are in the description box below. You'd think I know what I'm saying by now, but I do, but it just comes out like really quickly. So there is something that is like really quickly happening around you at the moment, and it may have been like, I feel like something's quickly moving, reasonably quick anyway, but it's like something is like picked up the momentum. It's like a wheel turning like really quickly. So it's like with ideas or some sort of energy fluctuation in some way or form, but also a decision that you're making. It may be for some of you that something is moving or shifting a little bit quicker than you anticipated, but that's all cool. What I'm hearing is just not letting the head get in the way, and just going with the flow. Okay, shot now, and that's what I hear. It's like there's when I say shot, that's like, yep, something is moving, something's going. It's like, good, yeah, I've got this now, and there's this. But then I get the feeling something may come up where a seed might be planted again. So there could be this in and out of it, like shots of energy where it's all go, and then it's like something will happen or somebody will say something, and then it plummets again. Your energy or your thoughts, your spaces, and the way what you're thinking, plummets into something more, with an influx of thoughts that aren't helpful. Okay, so believe in the possible. So if there was something may come up, and it's like maybe put something in the works. Okay, and I'll hold up in the works there. So believe in the impossible, that things will turn around, are turning around, and something is actually is happening. Okay, so a new start is coming, new moon here with it, which is beautiful. We've just believe in the impossible here with the blue moon. So something is happening. I just feel like there's something around a lot of you, Libra, that is like, there are some shifts that are like with you and or someone else or some things else, but not just with you, but in general, there are probably people that are around you that are going through some shifts as well. And it's it's really resonating with you. So what I'm hearing with this on this card here is the blue moon, something like a new start is coming, which is really cool. So I just feel like they want to reiterate with you or just confirm with you that even though there is some doubt or self-doubt that's coming in there, and some doubt or self-doubt that directed to you from somebody else it's like there is a new start coming. So wouldn't be surprised if it's in a romantic level, on a romantic level, because interesting, this card is in reverse though, so there may be a little bit of a hiccup there if you are looking at that, and if there is something in there that maybe you're working on yourself, or something maybe already in the motions with that. When I say a hiccup, not necessarily a negative thing, okay, it may be like there is something that you're thinking about, that has popped up, or overthinking. So I'm going to turn that around. It's like a new romantic cycle begins, and new moon in Libra. Like, you couldn't have made that up if I tried. I mean, you couldn't have made it up if you tried, and I couldn't have made that up if I tried. So this card has like come out there now for that one. So I'm turning it around. So there's a balancing out, or an evening out, that's happening at the moment, which is very, very exciting. So your commitment is being tested. Oh, this is interesting, which is really cool. But then there may be something like that is coming out. Your commitment is being tested, but in the first quarter, man. But I feel like it's more to yourself, okay, or with yourself, around yourself, some decisions that you're making, how you're going to implement them as you're moving into this new romantic cycle. So for some of you, it's going to be a brand new relationship. For others of you, it's going to be a relationship, maybe something that you're already in at the moment, and there may be a rekindling within that relationship, where there may have been a little bit of higgledy-piggledy going on in there, and a little bit of want to say, well, there's toxic energy, but I don't feel, some of you, it could be that was interjected in there somewhere along the line, but it's like tightening it up now. But others of you, there may have been a bit of distance through one thing, or for a couple of reasons. There's more for whatever was going on, but there's something that is like there's a little bit more balance in there, a little bit more understanding and that sort of thing, but something is starting to balance out. But your commitment is being tested, okay, as to yourself, but also, by the sound of it, to that other person, or whatever is going on. And it wouldn't, not necessarily to the other person, but it's more to yourself, 100% to yourself. But there are some other little factors too about your agreement to you, or whatever it is, and honouring yourself, basically. That's where they're going with that commitment to honouring yourself. Okay, so eventually, upon conscious self-study, you'll know. So believe in the impossible. So there may be, like I say, something that's that's coming up for some of you. Is like, if you're, maybe you're getting ready to allow yourself to move into a relationship, or to accept somebody into your life, because you may be single, depending on where you are with it. But a belief in the impossible is there. Eventually, upon conscious self-study, you'll know. So there's a little bit of maybe inner reflection work there that's going on there. A new start is coming. Interesting that card was, that moon card was in reverse. So was this one here, is transition, but I'm turning that around. So something is in transition. But I feel like for some of you, it's been in transition. It just may be a bit slower than you think, or then you realize, or but there is something, and for some of you, it may be feeling like nothing is happening. So it's like, go into that self-reflection, what is going on there, and believing in the believe the impossible is possible. Okay, now where they're going, believe that anything is impossible. Now I'm getting tongue-tied there. So just a little bit, there was something about believe in the impossible, so that there is something that is possible, okay? I'm just going there because there's sometimes, depending on where, it's like shifting the words around to whatever resonates with you. That's where I'm going with that, okay, or where they're going with that. Okay, so this new romantic cycle begins, and that was in reverse. So that's interesting, because the next card is blank. And so there is a blank or a clean slate for you in a relationship, or a new romantic cycle, whatever that is, whether you're already in a relationship or not, where, like I say, there's something is shifting within there, and it's, a reconnection or a connection in a new way. But it also could be a connection to a brand new relationship that you're moving into. So there's some sort of transition there, and you know, for a new beginning. And interesting, this card here, the last card here, is make the change. So there's something about maybe changing your ways about thinking, being, doing things as you're moving through there, but also, you know, about you going into this friendship relationship, the friendship that was a friendship that is now going into a relationship with it in a romantic way, whatever that is. So there's a lot of like, there's somebody like chit-chatting away there, but it's got a good vibration, a good energy to it. And it's a little bit of excitement that's going on in there. So your power is within you. Stand tall, head up, shoulders back, arms stretched out, smile and look forward. Okay, so that's where Archangel Michael is around you, and encouraging you to keep moving in that direction where that serves you well. Okay. The Queen of Cups here, so there's a little bit of emotional stuff there, but in charge of your emotions. I don't normally say in charge, but yes, in charge of your emotions, in the sense of being charged in emotion, but being calm, okay, with your emotions in that sense. So not letting, you know, your emotions get in the way. Or overcoming them, because especially with, you know, the relationships around you as you're going through this transition. So that's pretty good. There's a good energy, a nice calm energy around that, but there's something about judgment, setting yourself free as you're going through this process. So it will help for you not to be in an emotional state. And I feel like there's going to be a certain degree of emotion, but I feel like in a happy way, but in a more excited way. So it's not, you know, there's that emotion in that way. It's like, yes, it's something is happening, this is really happening. So there's a sense of freedom there, like you're setting yourself free to explore new ways of doing things with this new relationship or new relationships that's going on here, because you're going to be developing new relationships even with this, in this romantic situation that you find yourself in now. That, you know, with their people, friends, and that sort of thing. The Lovers card is in reverse here, but I'm turning that around. It could be that with this one, there's that sense of uncertainty that might come in around whether you continue this journey or at the moment. So this is probably, I would say, like very new to you, but I'm turning it around because here's the Ace of Cups. So there's a whole new beginning there. So it's like in shifting your perspective around that, but it's a whole new beginning. So it's only logical, and, you know, only not just logical, but it's only, you know, it's a given that, you know, when we go into something new, whether it be a new job or a new, you know, it something new comes into our life, we're going to have to like shift things a little bit. So there may be all sorts of, I want to say, weird questions, or not really, but questions that come up that are, like about going into this new relationship. Like, is it good? You know, how is that going to work? Where, while you are reasonably confident, there is still some other little niggly things that come up. But I feel like on the whole, you know, this Ace of Cups is saying, you know, going into this, there's definitely a new, relationship that you're going into there, probably for most of you is on a romantic level, by given what's going on in these cards here. Okay, so enjoy the feeling, enjoy the moments of you transitioning into that space. How exciting. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there for you, Libra, with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance. Okay, bye for now. Woo! And I'll see you next week.